All right, are we live? We are live. Sweet. This is a terrible angle, but it's all I got. Audio is probably terrible. It's just something we got to live with for today because this is completely impromptu. I had no intention of doing this, live at least. I didn't have intention of fixing the processor, just the live aspect was kind of unannounced. So, if you can't tell already by the title, this processor has been giving me some troubles. I've been getting blue screen of death when I'm doing highly intensive um, things, such as like if I have a bunch of applications open, like a bunch of Adobe Creative Suite applications, which are pretty heavy on the computer, that will trigger the blue screen of death. And I kind of narrowed it down to the processor by doing a memory diagnostic on the RAM. I even got new RAM to like test a brand new stick of RAM. Everything checked out. I did hard drive checks just to make sure my hard drives are in order. Getting a weird, terrible error on the screen. So that's kind of where we're at. I mean, basically all signs point to test out the processor. Because at this point, it's either going to be the motherboard, which is unlikely because it was working fine for most of the time, at least, or the processor. So, well, anyways, long story short, we're going to replace the processor. Hope for the best. We're going to run a stress test in my past tests with this current processor. This is the i7-3770, the non-K version. It was hitting 3.9 gigahertz. It was a full load stress test, Prime 95, and after about 5 to 10 minutes, it would just blue screen every single time. If I'm gaming, blue screen after a short amount of time. It's not overheating. I check the temperatures. Everything's running normally. So I feel like it has to be the processor at this point. So my wonderful father-in-law has gifted us the i5 3570K. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's not focusing. Focus right here. Focus. Do I have to tap it? It's not focusing. Well, this is the i5 3570K. So it's kind of a step down, but because this is overclockable, it should be good. And yeah, let's just jump into this. Let me get my thermal paste before we get started. Okay. Thermal paste also provided by father-in-law. And sorry about the shakiness. I mean, there's just nothing to do. I'm walking next to the tripod, and we don't have state-of-the-art equipment here at Soccer's Tech Spot. Not yet. Not yet. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. I think we're just gonna start right here. Okay. I should probably get a screwdriver to make this easier on myself, but it's fine. Like that. Like that. Okay. This should pop off theoretically. Oh, well, I guess we should lift these up to make it easier on ourselves. And I'm going to try to maintain contact with the case at all times because I do not have a wrist strap. So some people might be cringing, but whatever. I don't care. And I just realized I bring rubbing alcohol, so you know what? I'm going to clean that off before we get started here. I'm going to go get some paper towels, rubbing alcohol. I'll be right back. No one's here, so it doesn't even matter. All right. I'm back. Back in action. So I got some paper towels. I'm going to clean the heatsink too. I'm going to use the same heatsink. We're going to do a process of elimination. So if we install the new processor and we run the stress test, we still get a blue screen, I'm going to replace the stock fan. This is the stock Intel fan with the aftermarket one that I have. I honestly don't know if I even have the brackets for this socket, but I mean, I don't know what else to do. I'll have to probably force the brackets on somehow, or force the cooler on. So let's see how much of this can we get rid of. My phone is vibrating. I hope it doesn't interfere with the stream. Yeah. I mean, this is a new thing that started happening. I even tried doing like a clean Windows install. Just I don't know why it's blue screening now after like using this for over a month. I mean, it's not like a new system; it's an old system, but the processor was new to this system. It was a used processor, but I mean, everything was working fine. Things should not just break spontaneously, but with computers, they do. So yeah. I guess I should have put this on Instagram or tweeted this or both. Just someone to keep me company here. Okay. That looks pretty spiffy. And at the same time, let me clean off the fan, or the heatsink rather. It doesn't need to be perfect because I'm probably going to replace this regardless of the blue screen situation. Well, not regardless. I mean, if it's blue screening, then we're going to have to figure out what's going on. I have two other processors. So I have the 3570K, I have the 2500K, and what's this other one that my father-in-law gave? This is the regular 2500. So we have a regular 2500, the K version, and the 3570. And I'm going to go with the 3570K first because this is my gaming rig as well as my productivity rig. So I'd very much like to have the extra performance if possible. Make sure it's nice and clean. We want optimal connections. I really want to clean the contacts, but you're not really supposed to touch these, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Yes. Okay. All right, everyone, remain calm. Stay calm. Yeah. Let's do this. All right, so how should I approach this? Okay, let's do a removal because I don't want to move the computer back to where it was for testing. I prefer not to do that. So there's a gold corner. Got it. So 35, or correction, 3770 out, 3570K in. That's it. Done. We're in. Let's push it down. Applying pressure. All right. Installed. It's not rocket science, people. Oh, there's a lot of exposure happening, though. Let me try to fix that. I am so sorry my lighting is garbage. Here. There. That works. It doesn't help me, but it looks better on the screen. It actually really doesn't help me. I'm sorry, but I need this light, people. I wish I could make it better, but unfortunately, it doesn't always work out that way. Here, it's that best of both worlds kind of situation. You're happy, I'm happy. Okay. So I will be putting this fan back in. Let's put on the thermal paste, make sure everything else is good. There is some dust on the fan, but honestly, that little bit of dust shouldn't affect performance. Okay. All right, and we're just gonna put a little bit here. A little goes a long way. Come on, come on. There you go. That is more than enough, probably. Yeah, that's a little more than I wanted to, but it's fine. It's fine. It should be like half a pea. Okay. Let's push these in. Lock them. Lock them in place. Okay. Oh my God. Why is this not clicking in? Being a little concerned because I'm putting a lot of pressure on the board. What? All right, what the hell? All right, let's try that one more time. All right. Why is it not sitting down? Oh God. What the hell? Are you kidding me? I hate the stock cooler with a passion. You push down and then you twist, right? I haven't put on a stock cooler for a while. Push down and then twist. Push down and twist. Oh, there you go. That's better. Much better. Yeah, okay. I really hope I didn't cause damage while doing that. Whew. Sweating. Starting to sweat. Because if I put too much pressure, crack something, break it, destroy it, it's not going to be good. All right, so let's just kind of move that to the side. And I need to find a way to test this thing. I have a monitor here, which you guys aren't going to be able to see, but I can. And I will let you know what is happening in real time. So let me get an HDMI cable. This is not an HDMI cable. Well, it's not. It's DisplayPort. I know I have an HDMI cable. Here we go. There we go. Got one. Wait a minute. This is DVI, isn't it? Oh, it's DVI. Okay. It's okay. This one has HDMI. Let's move this. Okay. Sweating up a storm already. Just complete nervousness. Because, I mean, this is not just my gaming machine. This is also my work computer when I work from home. So if this doesn't work, I kind of am screwed. Although the computer at my place is functional. Okay. Where's my keyboard? We can get away with not using a mouse, but gotta have a keyboard. Maybe I'll tilt the camera so you guys can see what's happening, especially during the stress test. All right, so let's switch it on, and let me tilt this up towards me, and here I'll tilt you guys as well. There you go. It's a complete mess in here. I know. I'm aware. I created this mess. Okay. So that's probably as good as it's going to get for both of us. Turn it on wherever the power button may be. Everything's spinning. Please show something on the monitor. Please. There we go. Post. 3570K. Could you guys see that? You can't, but it's there. There it is. 3570K. Maybe I'll tilt it up a little bit, but I want to show everything. Boom. Just like that. Here. Oh, there you go. New CPU installed. Please enter setup to configure your system. Chassis intrude. Please check your system. Fatal error. System halted. That's not the best message. It says 2 keyboards. That's a lie. I'm gonna have to reboot it and then. Oh, did I hit the power? Not the reboot. Wow, that LED is tripping. All right. Okay, so I see the 3570 there. Just discard changes and exit. I mean, what do you want? It's a new CPU, that's it. Why? I mean, it looks fine. It's, air's flowing, it's spinning. Does it not have support for the 3570? Oh my god, if it needs like a BIOS update or something, that would suck. Because it was no, it had the 3770. So 3rd generation obviously works. So we got Windows. Stay alive. Stay alive. Whew. All right. That's a heart attack. Yeah. We're in. Let's not celebrate too early. Okay. Let's open up. Oh, I'm gonna have to turn this away for a quick second. Let's just look at what I'm doing here. Just look at this keyboard. Don't look at the screen. I'm trying to get to Prime 95. There it is. All right, so we're gonna run a stress test again. Go, go, stress test, go, go, stress test. Here, let's move back here. I wish I got task manager. Okay. Okay. CPU utilization, 100%. We're going to turbo at about 3.8 gigahertz. So we're running just fine, it seems like. So I'm gonna let this run. In the meantime, what could I be doing? Taking a sip of coffee? What are we doing in the meantime? I guess we're just gonna hang out. Contemplate my life decisions. I also would like to start prepping the replacement cooler. So I have this ancient cooler. It's not the best cooler in the world, but to be honest, anything's better than the stock shit. So I have no idea if this even has the brackets for this socket. Oh wait, it says right there. I think we're good. That should be it. I believe it's 11:51. Yeah. I'm just gonna double check the instructions because you never know. Okay, so there's Intel plate, and then you got the AMD, and then you have the combo AMD or Intel. Oh, here we go. So it looks like it's basically, wow, terrible because you can see right through it. But I think it's just the ones that I used prior. It's just a different position and screw holes. All right, cool. So I don't even, well, I'll keep this around. Who's nervous? I'm nervous. This guy right here. Okay. While that's running, let's shift gears. So it's a terrible way to hold this, but this is the heatsink fan combo right here. I should have probably made room first before I grab this. Now the processor on that motherboard is more ancient than you would think. It's a Q6600. It is the Core 2 quad. Intel always had terrible names, but the Core 2 Quad, it actually was a great processor at the time. It still is, to be honest. I mean, if you're doing like a home theater system or something, that's probably way more than enough. So I'm gonna make some room, and then maybe we can shift gears and come on this side, next to the computer, so we can continue just working on stuff, you know, while this is running. We just gotta keep an eye on it, make sure the stress test completes and there's no blue screen. And I mean, if I can do that, I'm confirming it's working. So that's my stance right now. It's as simple as, if it doesn't blue screen, we're good. Alright, it's a bit messy in here. Moving as much stuff as I can. Alright. Let's move like here. That. Gonna put this here. And yeah, I'll move the truck. I thought that was the computer. Stupid truck. Alright, let's shift gears a little bit. Do this. Professionalism, I know. Don't you wish your girlfriend had equipment like me? Don't you? Boom. I promise one day we'll have better equipment. I'll have a whole workstation set up. But for the time being, this is the hand I was dealt. So, let me put this chair over here. So, I'm very hopeful that it's going to work. And are you able to see what I'm doing? Yes, this is cool. It's very dusty because it's been sitting and chilling. I might need some actual tools for this. Let me get pliers. I need pliers. Trusty toolkit, always close by. Yeah. Yeah, it's been screwed in for so long that it's impossible to screw by hand. I think I'm gonna take this fan off first. That'll give me more room to unscrew stuff by hand. There we go. I should have brought my laptop in here so I can see if there's any comments or anything. But let's face it, no one's watching this. Oh, it's super dusty. Ew. I'll clean that off. But, okay. I'm gonna release this. And then that way, I can take. Oh my god. Wow. That is way too much thermal paste. Whoever did that, me, needs to learn how to put thermal paste on. That's me. I need to learn. Speaking of learning, let's clean this off real quick. I mean, to be fair, this thing was running just fine. I upgraded my home theater PC, which this used to be, and I figured, give it a new lease on life somehow, but I never found another use for it. I mean, it has 2 gigabytes of DDR3 memory, which doesn't sound like a lot, but there wasn't many options or that I could afford, I should say, at the time. So, go ahead and wipe this down. I don't know what I'm going to do with this board. It's super old. There's not much life left in it. I mean, you're not going to watch, I guess you could watch 4K stuff, but you need a decent video card, which probably won't be supported very well. Basically, just gotta keep up with the times, like this is probably good for a Linux distro, run a home media server or something like that, which is not actually a bad idea now that I think about it. Oh crap. I hate getting thermal paste on the circuit board or the processor. It just makes me feel uneasy. It's actually not a bad idea. I like that idea. I could turn this into like a Plex server and just put all my media on attached storage, or maybe even like the internal storages. You know what? I'm gonna visit that idea at some point in the future. Right now, let's just focus on the other computer, which seems to be still going full throttle. So I'm feeling good so far. If it hasn't blue screened yet, chances are it might not. But I don't want to jinx it because who knows? Who knows? The only other thing I see that I don't like, I'm not hitting the 3.8. It's hitting 3.78. And I want my 0.2 gigahertz. Yeah, I should probably go get my laptop so I can read comments if there are any. If there's any questions or whatever. Oh man. I'll try fingernails. Get between the crevices. Oh. Ah. Whatever. Luckily, I don't really mind if this processor dies. It just sucks because this is my old processor that I got like my second or third actual PC build. So, I mean, this is like when I actually had decent hardware for the first time. Whatever. I'm gonna leave that in there. Let me just unscrew these. But first, let me get my laptop. I feel like if there's a comment, I don't want to miss it. All right. Any comments? Anybody even in here? I don't think so. Either way, I should leave this open. Okay. Stress test is still going strong. That's what I like to see. Keep it moving. Keep it going. Don't stop. Get it, get it. Let's meet that. Cool. All right. So yeah, if there's comments, I will now actually be able to see them. Also, let's probably go on Twitter and just post some stuff. I mean, nobody's in here, so I don't think anyone minds if I just post something on Twitter real quick. Alright, is anyone actually in here? Nope. Alright, there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna put that here, and stress test is still going on. Awesome. Let's get rid of this. I'm actually gonna clean this processor fairly well because I do care about it. So, oh, all right. So here's one of the brackets, and let's just remember the curvature is on the outside. Ridges up, and all. Oops. It's a mess. I know. I know. People are looking at me like you crazy. Wow, this entire contraption just came off. Okay. Crap, I need to get on the back side of the motherboard. Well, I'm not worried about this one. Did I just break this? Are you kidding me? It's so like old and crusty that it's stuck in there. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Actually, now that I think about it, I may not have to have taken those off. I haven't done this for a while, so I'm just gonna noob it up as we go along. Yeah, honestly, I probably didn't have to take all this plastic stuff off. Yeah, it would just have came off like that. Okay. I don't know what that was. All this dust everywhere. I'm gonna fix this. That was unnecessary. Just put these back. I don't think the orientation really matters. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I see. You have to move these depending on your socket position. That's fine. No harm, no foul. Let's see. Where are we at? I'm going to remove this processor. And I believe this is LGA. Oh, no, this has the pins on it. Nope, it doesn't. It's LGA. Yeah, this was one of the first ones that actually were LGA. Nasty. Absolutely nasty. So much thermal grease. Why did I put so much on this? I want to say young and dumb, but it wasn't that long ago. It was like last year or something. I put this on. Actually, maybe not last year. It was it was like almost 3 years. Wow, it's been almost 3 years. That's when I moved into my condo. I built a home theater for it, and this was it. Well, for a short amount of time until I upgraded my personal computer, and it kind of just trickles down. Yeah, you know what? That's as good as that's gonna get for now. We'll worry about it if and when we ever reuse this. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that off to the side. Oh no, I do not have the cover for this. I don't have the socket cover. You know what? I'm just gonna put this back in. And that way, which way does this go? I believe it goes this way. Yeah, this is gonna be my guard for the pins, the processor itself. So that's fine. We'll just leave it that way. It's good. It's good. All right. Well, I'm gonna put this away. Sweet. There's like thermal paste bits everywhere. All right. That being said, let me see if everything is in order here. So we have this. So this will come out. I'm actually gonna check the manual. I'm gonna read the manual. Look at that. I do read the manual. People always make fun of me online for not reading the manual unless something goes wrong. They're like, "Oh, you should have read the manual." Nope. I should not have. I should have learned the way I want to learn. Mind your business. If I destroy it, that's on me. Okay. So, according to this, 1155 is the center socket. So let's see what that looks like. All right. Center socket, I think it's all in the center. Wait a minute. How's it supposed to look? Honestly, it's probably going to be easier while I have the motherboard. The only problem is, how am I going to install it on the motherboard? Oh man. Do I have to take that motherboard out? I don't recall if it has a cutout. Yeah, I might have to call it soon, just because the stress test is going to take a while, and if I am actually going to have to remove the motherboard, it's going to be a whole other problem ensuing. So I think for the time being, let's just let the stress test run, and then one thing at a time. So that's what it's looking like here. Ooh. Oh, don't fall! Don't you dare fall! Oh, it's falling! It's falling! It's falling! It's falling! Don't fall. And like that. You can't see anything. That's terrible. Can I focus on that? I can't focus after I started live streaming. Okay, well, just gotta hang tight then. Oh, I should have cleaned this off. That's so much grease. I need more paper towels though. Okay, what time is it by the way? I don't even know. We've been doing this for 45 minutes already. 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. So far, it's still alive. Computer is still alive. Oh, that's nastiness. Oh god, it's so nasty. I don't know why thermal grease is nasty. It's just the consistency and all that. Dogs are going crazy. I think I'm gonna let the Prime 95 run for maybe another 20 minutes. And if it's good, I think I'm gonna call it. Because, I mean, this is a lot farther than it got with the 3770. And I haven't even overclocked it yet, but that's a non-issue. If it doesn't overclock, I'll still be happy with it. I'm gonna go let the dogs in. Okay. Whew. Alright, that looks nice and clean. I think I'm gonna cut the stream here. If there's anything interesting happening, I'll start it up again. But thanks to anyone who watched, and like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell, and you'll know next time I live stream immediately. So it might happen tonight, might happen next week. Who knows? Anyways, see ya. If I could figure out how to stop the live stream. There we go.